AB22 is plus sign. What is plus? AB22 is 11 and it is plus 11. These are the four elements. Therefore, adjoint of A is transpose, but before that cofactors. Let's start to find out what the cofactors matrix. Now let me take here. This is equal to first cofactors 18. This is minus 25. This is minus 8. This is 11 here. Now transpose of this adjoint. For adjoint, we have to transpose it also. It is 18 minus 25. This is minus 8 and this is 11. Okay, minus 8 and 11. This is adjoint of this matrix. Now divided by minus 2. If I divide it by minus 2, therefore AB whole inverse is equal to minus 1.2. Okay, 11, 8, is 25 and 18. Oh, sorry, this is minus 8 here. What I'm doing here. Let me write now AB inverse equal to. Therefore, AB inverse left hand side has come as this one. This is AB inverse. Adjoint of this is adjoint means minus 1.2. In the bracket it is 18 minus 8. And this is minus 25. And this is 11. Minus sign I have taken outside. This is left hand side here. Okay, so this is left hand side. Now, if I find out B inverse, A inverse separately, and then their multiplication, and if it comes the same value, then we can say that AB whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. This is the third property of inverse of the matrix we are taking. Okay, so now let us talk about inverse of A and inverse of B. For that, let me calculate here. Okay, so inverse of A and inverse of B. For A inverse is equal to, we know that adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. This is the value. And B inverse is also the same way, adjoint of A by adjoint of B, divided by determinant of B. Now, what is adjoint we will calculate? But determinant of A is 4 1 is 4 minus 6 means minus 2. This is minus 1.2 into adjoint of A. Let me just calculate this. And the determinant of this value is 3 3 are 9 minus 8 which means 1. This is equal to only adjoint of B divided by 1 here, because determinant of B is 3 3 are 9 minus 8. It is 1 only. It is only adjoint of B. Adjoint of B we have to calculate. So this is minus 1.2 adjoint of A. Let me take adjoint of A then. For adjoint of A we have to find out cofactors matrix. So matrix of cofactors of A. Let me take this is A11, A12, A21, A22. Here A11 is equal to 4. It is positive value. And A12 is equal to of 2 is 3 but negative sign. Well, 1 plus 2 is odd number 3. So minus 1 over 3 negative value is minus 3 of 2 of 3. Now lead to 1. Cofactor of 3 is 2 but with negative sign again minus 2. Of 4 is 1 positive value. It is A22. It is 1 only. So here matrix of cofactors we have obtained, which is equal to, this is 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3, and this is minus 2, and this is 1 here. Okay, now transpose of this. Therefore, adjoint of A, transpose let me write here. It is minus 1.2. After transposing this is 4 minus 3 Okay, this is A inverse. Before B inverse, let me take now. Now B inverse, we have to find out. This is negative sign. Okay, now matrix of cofactors. Matrix of cofactors of B. Equal to, let me take this is B11, B12, B21, B22. Therefore, B11 is equal to, from B of 3 it is 3 positive value. B12 is equal to, of 2 it is 4, but in minus sign, minus 4. And B21 it is also negative, but it is 2 here, 2. So B22 cofactor of 3 is again 3 positive value. This is the cofactors of B, let me write here. 3 minus 4 minus 2 and 3. Let me transpose this. So the adjoint of B will be after transposing. Transposing this, so it will give us 3 minus 4. It is minus 2 and 3. Okay, now let me multiply them. Okay, therefore B inverse into A inverse equal to, first B inverse is 3 minus 2 minus 4 and 3 into, if I divide each number by 2, minus 2, it will be minus 2 here, 4 upon minus 2 is minus 2, okay, and minus 2 upon minus 2 is plus 1. This is plus 3 by 2, it is minus 1.2. Okay, now let me multiply. First row, first column, then first row, second column, second row, second column, etc. etc. Now let me multiply this. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6, and minus 3 into this is minus 3. So minus 2 into 3 by 2 is minus 3, only 2 to cancel out. Then 3 minus 2 multiplied to this. 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 2 to minus 1.2 is plus 1. Okay. Alright, now second row. Minus 4 into minus 2 is plus 8. 3 into 3 upon 2 is plus 9 upon 2. Alright. And minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. 3 into minus 1.2 is minus 1.3 upon 2. Minus 3 upon 2. This is equal to B inverse into A inverse we are calculating. Okay. What is there? Okay, so this is minus 9 only. Okay, this value is 4. This is 8 to the 16, 16 plus 9, 25, 25 upon 2. This is 4 to the 8 and 3, 11, minus 11 upon 2. If I take 2 common, let me take 1.2 common outside. These are free from 2, but it will be multiplied by 2. It is minus 18, 4, divided by this is the 25 only. This is 11, but it is minus sign. Okay, so minus sign I have taken outside. If I multiply this inside, so it will be negative, it will be positive, it will be positive, it will be negative. This minus sign is cancelled out. What is this? Minus 18. And okay, this is plus 8, sorry, where we have taken. I have multiplied this by 4, so this is 8 here, I'm sorry. But 2 I have taken outside 1.2, which is 8 here in place of 4 multiplied by 2. Because 9 I multiplied by 2, but 4 I didn't multiply, so this is 4 into 8. So it is minus 18 plus 8, 25 and minus 11. 1.2, same value is obtained. 1.2, it is minus 18, 8, and this is 25 and minus 11. Same value is obtained. So B inverse into A inverse equal to AB whole inverse. AB whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. This we have proved here. Hence, this is the third property of inverse of a matrix. Okay. So three properties we have discussed about. These three properties are there. Now read. Okay, if there is any other thing, I'll just verify next time. But now let me take the questions here. The three properties of inverse of a matrix are discussed about. That AB whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. A transpose whole inverse equal to A inverse whole transpose. These are the points. Okay. And first of all, that if inverse lies of a matrix, then it is unique. And the third property, first property, we have discussed all this. Okay. Now let me take. Now what are the properties of inverse of a matrix? So these properties are discussed. This is question number 3. I have discussed here. Okay. Please note down this. Now, what is the inverse or reciprocal of a matrix? This is also our topic in the definition part. First question I have discussed about what is the inverse of a matrix. The inverse of a square matrix it is there. What is the inverse or reciprocal of a matrix, of a square matrix? It is of a square matrix. Of a square matrix. So this I have talked about. How to find the inverse of a square matrix? AB is equal to BA is equal to I, and B is inverse of A or A is inverse of B. Both are inverse of each other. A inverse equal to I. We have discussed about. And then we discussed that A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A into I. Okay, so I is equal to A into A adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. This is equal to I value, but from the first one, A inverse equal to I. The value of I we have to equate A inverse, which is equal to I, is equal to A into adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. This A cancelled out. Therefore, A inverse is equal to I. These two are same values of I. So value of I we have equated. There are two values of I we have equated. A inverse equal to I, and I is also equal to A into adjoint of A upon determinant of A. This is equal to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A, where determinant of A is not equal to 0. The determinant of A is not equal to 0. Sorry, A is not equal to 0. This is the definition we have discussed about. Then we discussed about the properties also. Question 3 and question number 1 I have already taken. Now let me take the question number 2. What is question number 2? Simple question. Question number 2 here. Let's find the inverse of question number 2 here. To find inverse of the matrix. Inverse of the matrix. A is equal to, let me take, A is equal to, it is 1 minus 2, 3, sorry, it is 0, 2, minus 1, minus 4, 5, and 2. Okay, this is the matrix given to us. Question number 2 here. A is having this matrix. Okay, so question number 1 and 2 I have already described in definition part. What is the inverse of a matrix and what are the properties of inverse of a square matrix? Okay. So inverse of a square matrix here. Inverse of a square matrix. Alright, now we have to find out what is the inverse of this matrix. Now let me take inverse of this matrix. So we know that solution, let me find out. We know that inverse from the definition part we have already taken that A inverse is equal to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. Now first let me find out what is determinant of A. Your determinant of A, how do you find out determinant of A? The value of this matrix determinant. So in this case, if I find out value of this determinant, that we write all these values in determinant form, and we calculate as 1 in, we have to multiply, we have to take this first row with respect to first row. I have to open the value of this. It will be 1 into 1. We leave this whole, and this is 2 to the 4. Let me write it this 2. Let me first write 2 minus 1 into 5. No problem. This is minus sign in between. Why? With minus 2, it is plus 2 now. Why plus 2? Because in between, if it is odd number, because this is lying in first row, second column, the 1 plus 2 is 3, it will be negative. In between we put negative, but these values are multiplied. Just like cofactors we calculated. In the same way we are calculating the value of determinant. But in value of determinant we multiply by these values. Suppose we have found a cofactor of 1, a cofactor of minus 2, a cofactor of 3. But in case of cofactors we didn't multiply by these numbers. But in case of value calculation, we multiply by these numbers also. So 1 we have multiplied to this determinant of this minor value, and the 2 this minus plus y minus plus, it was minus 2 here, but minus we put because this 2 is lying in minus 1 is for I plus j, that means 1 plus 2, second column, first row. So 1 plus 2 is negative, I mean odd number, so minus 1 is for odd number is negative. It will be negative, but this negative sign is always with plus sign. Now minor of this 2 is 0, minus 1, minus 4 and 2. This is minor of minus 2. Okay, then plus 3. Now this is positive because this is lying in first row, third column, 1 plus 3. Minus 1 is power 1 plus 3 is 1. 4 minus 1 power 4 is positive value, plus sign. Plus 3 into, what is minor of 3? This 0, 2, minus 4 and 5. Now let me calculate that value. This is 2 to the 4. 4 minus 1 plus 5 on the 5. Minus sign in between we put, but this minus sign is already there, so it is plus sign. Then plus 2 here. 2 into 0 is 0. Minus triple minus, well, minus sign we put in between. Minus 4 into minus 1 is negative, so this is 4 into 4. Okay, then plus 3 into this value. 4, 5 into 0 is 0. Minus 4 to the 8, minus 8, but it is plus 8. Because in between we put minus sign. 5 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 8, that means 0 plus 8. Okay, so that one value is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. This is 2 into minus 8 is minus 8. Minus 2 into minus 4 is minus 8. And this is 8 into 3, 24. 24. So 9 minus 8 is 1, 25%. Determinant value is 25. This is nothing but adjoint of A upon 25. Now I have to find out what is determinant of A, sorry, adjoint of A. I let me calculate that. First we find out for adjoint of A, cofactors matrix. So matrix of cofactors of A. Let me consider this as A11, A12, A13, this is A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33. This is cofactors matrix. After that we transpose it and then adjoint of A is calculated. Okay, that is the point here. Okay, then what is A11 here? A11 means cofactor of 1 is positive here. Is 2 to the 4. We have just calculated the value. 2 to the 4. It is 4 minus 1 plus 5. It is 9. A1 is 9. What is A12? Cofactor of minus 2. It is negative value. is negative value here. Okay, so it is negative value. Now minus 2 cofactors minus is 0 into 2 is 0, but the negative sign is 0 here, minus 4, it is nothing but plus 4, it is minus 4, it is minus 4, then A13 is equal to A13 of 3, cofactors of 3 is 4 into 5 into 0 is 0, is even numbers with positive. This is 0 here, minus plus 8 is 8. Then A21, A21 again odd number because it is odd number here, it is negative sign. So of 0 you have to find out. This cancel out is minus 2 to the minus 4, 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, 5 3 15, minus 15 here, minus 15, minus 2 to the 4, and minus 15 here, alright, 5 3 15, and 2 to the 4, minus 4, minus 15 in between, alright, this is minus 19, minus 19 into minus is plus 19. Alright, so cofactor of 0. Cofactor of 2 now, this is A22. What is A22 here? Let me write here. Okay, I'll calculate this A22, let me calculate here itself. 2 of 2, this cancel out this is 2 into 2. This is 40, so 2 minus in between 2, okay, of 2 into 2, and this is minus 3 into 4 into 3, it is plus 12, this is 14 only, because minus 4 into 3 minus 12, but it is minus sign in between, this is plus, so it is 14, plus 14, A22 is 14. Now A23 of minus 1, of minus 1, if I calculate then this is 5, but it is negative sign, it is 5. 5 into 5 minus 4 into 2 is a plus minus sign, triple minus sign is there, so it is minus 8 here. It is minus 3 plus 3. Then A23 we have taken A31. Now A31 of 4. 4, this is minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. It is plus 2 here. Minus in between, 2 into minus 2, sorry, this value minus 1 into minus 2, 3 is 6 here, it is minus 6, minus 4, positive value, but with minus 4 here, minus 6 is minus 4. Then A32 of 5, so 5 means this and this. This and this cancel. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Sorry, minus 1 is negative sign, minus 1. Of this we are calculating. Minus 1 into this and 0 into this is 0, which is 0. Minus 0. A32 of 5. 5 if I calculate, then this is minus 1 into 1 is minus 1 and 0 into 3 is 0. Okay. It is minus plus 1, which is plus 1. Now only one is left, this is A33. A33 is equal to A33 is equal to of 2. This cancel out, this is 2 and 2 and okay, this is 2 and 2 and 0 into minus 2 0. So that is 0, only 2 only, so this is 2. Okay, so therefore matrix, cofactors matrix is now, let me write them here. Cofactors, matrix of cofactors is, first is A11, this is A11, which is 9. A12 is minus 4. A13 is 8, A21 is 19, A22 is 14, then A23 is 3, A31 is -4, A32 is 1, and A33 is 2. This is matrix of cofactors. Now we have to transpose it. Transposing it. Okay, now let me transpose this and adjoint of A is calculated. What is that adjoint of A? Okay, so transposing. Therefore, adjoint of A is equal to transpose of this way. Transposing this is 9 and 9 minus 4. Row has become column. Second row has become the second column. 19, 14, this is 3, it is -4, 1 and 2. Okay, this is adjoint of A. Now divide by 25, therefore A inverse is equal to 1 upon 25, and this value, it is the same value, 9, 19, minus 4, this is -4, 14, 1, and this is 8 and 3 and 4. Okay, so this is A inverse here. Question number 2 also we have done. This is answer here. Inverse of A, the matrix given here. 3 questions we have done. Let me talk about the next question. Now question number 4, 3 and first. Question number 1 and 3 I have already completed the definition part. Okay, so that is clear. Now let me just talk about question number 4 now. Okay, now question number 4, what does it say? Okay, now question number 4 is, it says find the inverse of the matrix this. Again, a matrix is given. We have to find out the inverse of that. Question number 4 here. To find inverse of matrix A, square matrix it is again. It is 1, 2, 3. Again it is 4, 1, 5. It is 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6, 9, 4, 1, 5, 1, 8. Okay. Again we have the same process we have to follow. First let me find out determinant of this. Determinant of A. Just open with respect to first row elements. It is 1 into, let me write the minus of this. This is 1, 5, 6, 9. Minus sign in between. Or minor of 2 is this and this cancel out. So this is 4, 5, 3, 9. And plus 3, this is 4 and 1, 3 and 6. Final value is 5, 9 into 9. 6, 5 is 30. Minus 2 into 9 4 is 36. Minus 3, 5 is 15. Plus 3 into 4 is 24. Minus 3. Final value minus 9. 30 minus 30 plus 9 is minus 21. This is 36 minus 15 is 11. No, 21. Why? Because this 21 into 2 minus 42. Here it is 24 minus 3 is 21. 21. Okay. 21 into 3 is plus 21 into 3, 63. But 24 minus 3 in this case is 21. So it will be 63 again. 2 and minus 1 is, this is also 63. Minus 63 plus 63. This is 21 into 3 is 63. So this value is 0. I'm sorry. Determinant of A is equal to 0 is not singular. The inverse of this will not lie. We cannot find out inverse of this because determinant of this value is 0. It is singular. It must be non-singular. Only then inverse of this function can be calculated. So determinant of this value, again let me check whether 9 and the 9 6 are the 30, alright. 9 4 the 36, minus 15, alright. And this is plus 3 into 4 6 the 24 and 3 1 the 3, alright. Same way. So this is minus 21, 9 minus 20, minus 30, minus 21. This is 36 minus 15 is 21. 21 into 2 is 42, minus 42, 42 and 21 minus 63 plus 63 0. It means this is non-singular matrix. I'm sorry, we cannot find out inverse of this function. So inverse of this, so inverse of this matrix does not lie as determinant of A is singular. Singular means determinant of A is equal to 0. If this is divided by 0, something is not defined. Its inverse does not lie. Its inverse cannot be calculated. Its inverse cannot be calculated. This is question number 4. Alright, so inverse is not possible of this function. Now let me talk about next question. Question number 5. What does question number 5 say? Let me check it. 5 says compute the inverse of the following matrices. There are how many questions? 5 questions.